All right, I'm here at the end of day one of the Slab Foundation. We had hired a crew to do the foundation. We felt like that was something we wanted to leave to professionals. And today they came in and dug all the footings, put up all the form boards, and they even very kindly dug out the areas for plumbing for us so that we don't have to do that by hand since they had the tractor with them. Very kind of them. They did a fantastic job. I'll turn it around and show you. Okay, starting from this corner, we've got the footings in all along the outside, and then we've got an interior footing going right down the center for that load-bearing wall, and then another interior footing right over here, which is going to be under the load-bearing wall of the stairs. And then starting back over here, he dug out pretty much at a nice grade for us our whole plumbing line. So this right here is going to be the kitchen sink against that back wall. It's going to make its way through the house, our main line. And then right here is going to be bathroom, sink, toilet, and shower pan. So we'll probably dig a little bit extra out there to make sure it's all fitting in there. But this is the primary bathroom right here. Then it'll come out and under our primary bedroom, takes a 45-degree turn, goes through the center footing, and comes out underneath the mudroom here. So he dug that out nice and deep for us to keep us on grade. Going right here, and then coming down this way is going to be the plumbing for our washer dryer, and from the ceiling and connecting into that is our upstairs bathroom plumbing. So this main pipe is all going to be 3-inch pipe coming all the way down here. The whole main line is 3-inch, and then that will come in and connect, so it'll be at a like a long sweep 90 there, and then it'll come out through the end of the foundation here, and then he even, because he was so nice, actually dug the trench with his excavator all the way to where we'll connect eventually to the septic line, which is just barely dug out right there. But he found the septic, he dug it out to get us a little bit closer to it, and then so we could know that we had the right fall from way back over there with our bathroom sink all the way down to where we connect into the septic down here. And that is our beginnings of our foundation and all of our footings. After that, they put up all the form boards, making sure they were nice and square. He started off, I should say, by scraping everything to make it all level. It was pretty level before, but he did some scraping to kind of improve it. And you can see here where it's a little bit low on that side, a little bit high there. But our concrete guy says he's going to even that all out with concrete. So hopefully we'll end up with a level foundation in the end of this. We're going for a 5-inch slab instead of a 4-inch slab based off the contractor's recommendations because of the number 4 size rebar. He felt like that was a bit too large for a 4-inch slab, would cause some cracks, so we're doing 5-inch instead. They said it would only be another $600 or so in concrete for that extra inch, so worth it to me for a nice strong foundation. So far, feeling like it was 100% worth the money to hire somebody else to do all of this. They started at 7 o'clock this morning with it was just completely just ground like that over there, just semi-flat kind of grass growing ground. And it's now, I think, like 3 p.m. and we're already have all of our footings dug and form boards up. So feeling pretty good, feeling pretty excited. The plan is in a couple days, Craig and I are going to come in, lay out all the plumbing through here, and then they're going to try and pour next week. He's going to deliver gravel sometime this week. And yeah, they're hoping to pour next week. So it's been a long time coming, but it's finally happening. Just wanted to add that our stray cat that has adopted us just had kittens on the exact same day that we started our foundation pour. Looks like 4 healthy little kittens in there, doing really well. She seems like a really good mom. She's just purring away as they nurse on her. So it's a beautiful day. April 22nd, 2025. We got new kittens and we're about to have a new house. All right, it's about 6:45 on Thursday morning. And I just wanted to come in and show yesterday the guys came back and put this second board down beneath here where there was still kind of space underneath. And then they came back and reinforced every single one of these posts. Show that better this way. So we were at work, so we didn't see him working on this yesterday, but I'm not sure how long it took. But I doubt it took him too long, given how fast he did everything else. Anyway, today is the day for plumbing installation, so we're about to get after it.
We almost did it. We tried to do all the under slab plumbing in one day. We had some hiccups on the bathroom, trying to get everything to vent from a single locations, but it proved too complicated, so we're gonna have two vents and connect them in the wall. Hopefully tomorrow the rebar will be put in and the gravel spread by our contractor. Well, the gravel won't be spread. I take that back. Rebar put in, and this weekend we'll finish up the plumbing. These are our string lines. We put them up to help lock in our plumbing, under-slab plumbing. This is going to be our interior bathroom wall. And the rest.
This is the line where the to show the center of the bathtub. This is the line for the center of the toilet. This is where we struggled to get over to the sink.
The sink will be right.
Yes, but we have a new plan for that, which is to just vent a second vent over here and then Y off to the sink over there. So we have a plan here. That's all good. Good work today.
We're playing the spy game.
Gravel got delivered today as well. We were at work while they did this, but the contractor and crew came in and installed all the rebar and the footings. All right, so we just got to the first part of this project that is pretty Arched Cabin specific, with figuring out the placement of all of the embeds. So I thought I'd show you guys all of that. So these embeds are gonna get placed pretty much flush here. If we move a little bit of this rebar, it should get it nice and flat. And what we did is we marked where each one goes. So the first one is supposed to be 6 inches off the edge. We measured 7.5 inches from this edge to this point here. And then it was supposed to be 11.8 inches to the center of the next one. And then from there, it was 2 feet to the center of each of the following spots. So we measured all that out and then came back with our embeds to mark the edges on there to make it really clear. We drilled holes in the embeds so that we can use that to attach it directly to the form board, and it's just supposed to go totally flush with the edge of the board. So we're gonna have to move the rebar out of the way a little bit to make sure it gets in there right. But yeah, just thought I'd show that there's for future reference on these things. And then it's also important that because these ones are the part, like the place where it's tighter together, that should match on the other side. The other thing that we're trying to keep in mind is that when we raise the ribs, that is the side that's going up first. So that's the side that's going to have the chains on it. So that's how we decided which end of the building is going to be the point where it's like that, like tighter 2 in a row before it goes out to the 2 feet on center after this. All right, here we are with our foundation ready for inspection.
Gotta have the footings. No, we're not.
And the plumbing inspected.
And the plumbing, yeah.
Yeah, the footings and the plumbing are getting inspected today. I'll flip it around and show you. All right. So these are the footings all filled up with rebar. Ready to go. We've got our plumbing all set and ready. So back over here, that's going to be our kitchen sink and dishwasher at the high point. Follows its way down to bathroom sink, bathroom toilet, shower, and then this pipe is for venting the toilet and the shower. Keep following it down. It had to be encased in bigger pipe because it's going through a footing here. This is all 3-inch coming down here. And then that pipe there is going to go to our washing machine, and then coming from upstairs, the second bathroom upstairs. So that's all 3-inch. And then it's encased again in pipe as it goes through the footing. We've got our 10-foot water column to test it all. Nice and filled to the brim. We left it filled overnight and it didn't leak anywhere, so that's good. There's Blue. Hi, Blue. There's Craig.
Hey, we got a water inlet.
And over here with spray foam just coming out the wazoo. So this is where our water heater is going to be. And then it'll extend out to where it hooks into the water from the well, which is over there. So we're going to dig that water line in and have it connect in right here for the inlet to the house. Okay. Oh, and then we've got all the embeds in place where we measured them out, where I showed before. They're all tied down to the rebar here. Everything's flush with the top of the slab. And
these straps.
Oh yeah.
Over-engineered plans called for SD-HD14s, which are normally installed plumb, but because of the bow of the XL kit, we have to put them in at an angle, which is a little unusual, but our contractor is amazing and they helped us figure it out. And so those are ready to be cemented in.
Yeah, so those will get strapped to the nailed curved nailers that go along the inside of the end cap frame.
We opted for 3 of those nailers to give us, instead of 2, which the plans called for, so that we have a little bit of wiggle room with securing this to the nailers.
Alrighty.
Also for the test caps,
Oh yeah.
there's little wafer caps we used, but our cuts weren't perfectly flat, and so we had some issues with good bonding with the glue, so Rika found these quick caps that just have a pipe strap. You blast that in, and it's good to go.
All right. And how many days did this take us, Craig? Like 3.5?
Oh yeah, like 3.5.
3.5 days to do the plumbing. The contractor did all of the digging. And the contractors spent, what, like also maybe 3 days doing all their part for the foundation. Yeah, because it was a week ago Tuesday. Today is Wednesday. It was a week ago Tuesday that we broke ground and that the kittens were born. I'll put in a little update video of where the kittens are at. They're all looking healthy. All right, so we passed inspection yesterday, and this is what it looks like now. They came and poured. They did all the footings today. And they're gonna come back tomorrow, put down the vapor barrier and the gravel. We're gonna get inspected. Oh, and then more rebar. And then we're getting inspected again on Tuesday. And then Wednesday they'll do the second pour with the whole slab. This little bit of concrete out right here was basically the like extras from the load. It was 2 loads of concrete, and they have to dump all of the extra. And so he was pretty pleased that this was all that was extra. So we're not paying for a whole bunch of excess concrete unnecessarily. Yeah, this is how it's looking. Craig and I were at work when they came back the next day to put down the vapor barrier, and gravel and rebar, and I failed to get a video of that before they started pouring. But here it is, Wednesday morning. They showed up at like 6:30 in the morning, ready to go. And they were really on top of it. They went quickly. This entire pour took maybe an hour and a half. They moved really, really fast, and just, yeah, got it all in. So these are the 3 guys left behind to work on it as it dried. In this video, he's cutting the control joints on the concrete, and then they'll be kind of covering those back up and smoothing it out as it dries, for the next like 4 or 5 hours. So the finishing guys worked until about 12:30. Looks really good, really smooth. And they came through and cleaned off all our embeds for us so that we can weld to them when that time comes. Might still need to go back and do a little bit more scraping, but we at least know where they all are. Look at that huge expanse. And a final kitten update before we sign off here, because you can't go wrong with kittens. And now for the final cost breakdown. So on the plumbing, we spent $1,326. There was definitely some waste included in that, in ways that we messed up and then had to buy more pipe to fix those mistakes. And for the foundation itself, we paid $15,701. This includes an extra $700 that we paid for additional gravel that we could use on our driveway, and about $550 for the slightly thicker slab. Once again, thank you for watching. Hope you found it helpful.